Hey guys, it's Joe. Weekend analysis. Why? Because I think if you follow us, you know we are traders. And I think now what you got to pay attention to are the investors of the market. Okay, because after what happened this week, the investors of the market are the ones that probably got hit. Okay, they've been making money all year, all summer, first in September, and you grind it up, you look well. But these are passive investors, so they don't pay attention. They don't pay attention. They just ride it up. But when you start to get corrections, it's the investors that give it back fast. One example: Meta. Look at Meta, guys. This is less than 2 weeks. Went from here all the way down to here. Now, this is not a trading market. These are people that had Meta on the whole way. Okay, so I find it's great. It's one of your performers in the big names. But you go from here down to here. Now you're all the way back down to here where we were in April and May. So look how much you gave back in such a short amount of time. It took from April all the way up to October to make this money, and you give it back in 7, 8, 9 days. This is the investor side of the market, that if you have another week like this, between now and the end of the year, you're going to say, what happened to this great year I had? So the point I'm trying to make is, if you're an investor and not a trader, pay attention to what you have on, because you got these big names on. Meta is one of them. Tesla's probably another one. You definitely have Apple on. The other ones that you got to pay attention to because they've been the fan favorites all year, the two new names, Palantir and NVIDIA. Well, let's look at Palantir. Okay, this is something I don't trade no more because every time I try to look for an area, it doesn't work. But I don't, look how much this gave away. It doesn't look like a lot because it's been a great ride up. But now you're all of a sudden, you're right back in the areas where you were the end of the summer. Okay, now you're in the 170, 180 area where 200 looked like it was going to keep going. Now, if you get below here and you get down around here, you're around 150. All of a sudden, everything that you've made, it doesn't add up anymore. So you got to watch yourself here. This is another example of Palantir. This is another something where there are traders in Palantir, but there's a lot of investors who have caught the whole way up, for the ride for the year. But you see how fast you give that back to? NVIDIA's another one. Tesla's another one. AMD. They look great on the way up. They make your account, they make your statement look great. But when they start to get beat up a little bit, the air comes out of your statement real fast. Something that's making 20%, 21, 22%, all of a sudden now you're making 17, 16%. And it's not your overall portfolio, it's a couple of stocks like that. So watch yourself. If you're an investor in the market and you only look at your statement every once a month or once every quarter, start paying attention to what you have on, because if you start to see more of the metas and the movements like this, your statement's going to shrink fast, and you at least want to know why. All right, guys? That's all I'm trying to say. Okay? Know the difference between being an investor and a trader. We are traders. We're not investors. But we're going to use this as an edge for us because we think it'll create opportunity. All right? Just be careful between now and the end of the year.